Welcome back to another episode of Critical Affection, where we affectionately criticize pop culture that we love. And I am Sarah, your host, joined by all my other hosts. We're just collecting them now. Fred's here, and Brian's here, and Amanda's here. And
like
I don't
Pokemon.
know, Laura, you're in the running too, I think. You've been on the show quite a few times at this point.
I gotta get an unofficial crown. I'll make one out of paper. New host.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
hey, we're just jumping right on into this. Like, everybody knows Laurie at this point, right? God, are we even live? Why did they keep changing Restream? Stop it. I don't know if I'm live now. I genuinely, okay, I am.
You're
We're
live.
good.
It says live.
Seriously though, it's super
It's
weird.
live. I
It
see
says
it.
live, but then it says cloud recording up here, so I had to go make sure like it was actually streaming to the places it's supposed to stream to.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
We're good now. It doesn't have all the stuff that it used to have. Like I gotta find all the other stuff now. Anyway, so yeah, Laurie, you've been here before, so why don't you introduce us to you and your project?
Hi, everybody. I'm Laurie Calcaterra. I'm the writer-creator of Path of the Pale Rider. It's a neo-Western apocalypse comic book series where death is broken. It's great because your body can die, but your soul never leaves. And you're stuck in your body as you rot and decay. And it's a great time, except for Sarah, who was too afraid to read it.
That is fair. Too creeped out to read a lot of stuff.
But we are on. This is a campaign that just finished. The main campaign finished on Friday? Yeah. And as you can see, it did really well. Surpassed all of our previous campaigns. So kicking butt and taking names. And issues 1 through 8 were available. We're going to Las Vegas, baby. Bad things about to happen. I mean, bad things have been happening, so it's not nothing new, but it's
If they're familiar with your reading, Laurie, like that's like the staple is like bad things happening to like people and just any nice creature, really. So it's on brand.
And death is broken.
Well, I mean, like we have creatures that are not nice, like Big James, but then we have nice creatures like Sad Pancake and Waffles. And we're going to have merch that says "Justice for Waffles" after issue 7. So.
Oh no.
Oh yes. So.
Okay, so I'm like nowhere near issue 7. Like I have to read one issue and then take 6 months to recover from the trauma and then read another issue. I'm not even close to issue 7 yet.
They're not all super traumatic. I think 1 is traumatic. 3 is traumatic. 4 is traumatic.
7.
5.
All of them except 2. So.
2 and 6 kind of set things up for the trauma. So yeah.
So even numbers and prime numbers.
Yeah. The ones
most of the odds.
It's fine, everybody. It's fine.
Rider.
All right. Is there anything in particular we should be looking at here? Like, where do you want me to scroll?
Well, unfortunately, all the merch, the good old merch, is unavailable. But you can still get books, and so you can get any of the variant covers. Still, you can get the collections. I believe I have the Angry Path still turned on. So the books are still available. So that's where you should look. So we have a Naughty and Nice cover.
God.
I know. For Laurie Calcaterra, that's shocking because I usually don't have spicy covers.
This one's still available. This one's really cool.
Yeah, this one is still available. It's called the Blink cover. And so they all come with a pair of those red and blue 3D glasses, right? And then if you scroll down just a little bit, Sarah, there's a GIF that shows you what happens. So there's actually 2 images on this cover.
Mm-hmm.
And when you blink, it's either alive dead or undead Jude. It's kind of like Pandora's box. You don't know what version of Jude you're gonna get. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty awesome.
Super cool.
It took him a few tries to do it. This is Ken Salinas, and this was his idea. And he was just like, I got this idea, and I was like, say less, like, let's do it. So yes,
these pretty awesome.
These come with a pair of those 3D glasses. Like with the comic, so you don't have to buy it yourself. I'll just provide it for you. Cool.
Super cool.
We have 2 versions of this Jared Lockhart skull. We almost made it to $9,000. If we did, I was going to get this tattooed on my skin. Maybe next campaign we'll get tattoos. So I was like, we will all get matching tattoos. That's the fun part. Is we're all gonna get the same tattoo too, so we can have our own like biker gang of.
Oh my gosh,
I feel right. So this one's gorgeous, but if you scroll down, the showstopper is this one because it's going to be gold spot foil.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I maintain that this one would also be an amazing wood cover.
Okay, I could see that. I might make it for myself and nobody else. Ha ha ha. Because we do have wood covers on here, but if you keep scrolling, I'll show you. So we always do the main cover, but then I got this from Gerald von Stoddard as a surprise.
Wow.
Gerald give me no surprises.
I didn't ask for it, but Gerald was like on my bucket list of artists that I would love to have do a cover for Path at one point, but I know how busy he is. He's super busy all the time. He's obviously a hot commodity, right? And so I didn't pester him, but I was on a live stream, a random live stream, and he's like, "Oh, Laura, I got something for you," and just drops this in my DMs, and I was like, "Oh my God," fell out of my chair. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "No, it's for you."
Yeah, and it's amazing. And I remember seeing it I remember seeing you drop it on a live stream. So like when you showed it up on a live stream, and I was just like, "Oh no, that one's the best one." Shit. Which one is
I didn't have it at the beginning of campaign, so I'm sure everybody picked stuff and
you had no idea that he was like your campaign was already launched, right?
Yeah, it was already launched when he sent this my way. And so what I decided to do with this, you can get this as a wooden cover, or you can get the main cover, which is the one we normally do as wood. Or I had. I think you might still be. I'll have to look and see if those are still turned on. But I had 6x9 wooden plaques of that available as well. And then this. Cool. Yes. So this is a re-release of issue number 2 in order to complete the William Russell collection, because I get a variant cover from William Russell every campaign. He and I are at a lot of Comic-Cons together, so it's great to set. We usually end up like our tables are next to each other and we just have a great time selling each other's stuff. I helped write Psycho Sal, which is his IP. And then of course I have all these variant covers. So we just have a fun time. And I don't ever give him limitations or stipulations. He just goes crazy. This is 100% a character that he came up with just based in our world. So he has a fun time, and that's all I care about.
He like completely having no idea what this character is. Like he's giving me like Ghoul vibes from Fallout. Like the
and they're in Vegas.
What's that?
Oh, and you said they're going to Vegas.
Yeah. So exactly. So that's one of the things that I claim as like inspiration for Path is Fallout and westerns and apocalypse stuff and Cocaine Bear, and it's just, so Fallout works perfectly. It's kind of
keep telling people to watch Cocaine Bear.
I know. Someone asked me. I went on a freaking podcast, and someone was like, "So I have a feeling we're not getting Big James in issue 7," and I was like, "No." No, he's like, "What about issue 8?" I'm like, "No, also no." It's like that he would just show up every issue. Then it's like it would just be bare demolition every issue. Like it needs to actually have a plot.
You gotta keep him wanting.
Yeah, it's like
or spin-off
around though. Where what?
I was thinking that Path of the Bear Rider.
Big James spin-off, yeah.
Oh, Path of the Bear Rider. I like that.
There is one. There's actually a 8-page short that I've written. I haven't put it into production yet, but there is an 8-pager that's just Big James destruction.
Nice.
Sweet.
Someday. I was actually asking Fish what his rates were if he wanted to do it.
Oh my God, that would look amazing.
Yeah. Like, I get to draw a giant undead bear. He's like, I'm in.
It would be crazy not to go for that though. Like seriously. Undead bear, come on.
Yeah. So those are all the covers, and of course I have a bunch of bundles. So you can get the Angry Path, which is of course all the William Russell covers. So there's 9 covers in the bundle because it comes with the naughty and nice for 8. Unfortunately, most of the merch is turned off, but we do have a catch-up tier. We have a start at the beginning. So if you're just finding us today, this is your first exposure to Path of the Pale Rider. You can't jump into all 8 or all 9 covers. We have where you can get just issue 1, and we also have where you can get issues 1 through 4. So depending on how much you want to, start, there you go. There's a couple different options there. So
very cool.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, all the hot sauce is also turned off, Fred.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to ask because I heard you say that the merch was off, but
however, you and I are friends, so if you want to work something out, we could figure it out. Because I know you drink those for breakfast. So
the last campaign I bought a 5-pack and I finished it in like a week, but I was kind of embarrassed to let Laurie know so quickly, and B, like send her a picture of like my discarded bottles. And I kind of like held it back for a while, and finally one day she was talking about it, and one day I was like, oh, by the way, these did not last.
Just all the bottles lined up.
But again, I sing the praises, like, because like the one that I was first addicted to was like the Path of the Pale hot sauce with like the apple cider smoky flavor.
Yeah.
But the latest one that you did with it had
the
like it was the bell peppers were like, but like with the insane heat, like the flavor, and like my point is like I just I think I eventually just have to try all of them because they've both been really exceptionally good, and I'm a hot sauce like aficionado.
Well, I added a new flavor on this campaign, which was a hot honey mustard, and it's so hot I can't even eat it myself. Like,
what?
The hot candy was excellent too, by the way. Like, we didn't talk enough about that. I sent her a video of like me testing it in real time. It was excellent.
But at least you knew it was hard candy. I went on a podcast and they were like, "Oh, we waited for you to try out the candy," and they put it in one, went and bit it, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" Like, the crack was so loud. I was like, wow.
Well, your campaigns, I will say this, you make some of the funnest bundles and stuff of like anybody, because like the last campaign, like I got like the 5-pack of hot sauce, which comes with like a box that you just want to keep and use. Like, I still use it for stuff, and then that comes within a box that you also want to keep and use for stuff. You get the comics, which are awesome, tons of stickers, and then you go out of your way to make these little bundles of candy with like, and this is what I appreciate. It's like, like little eyeballs and little brains and little stuff like that that's on brand, but they each have their own like texture, and like it's a fun day when you get like a Calcaterra package. So I sing your praises quite often.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon. What's the ingredients? Hey. Depends on which one you're looking at.
Unfortunately, you can't get them right now, but if you gotta follow Laurie, because when she launches her next Kickstarter, there's sure to be something great on there.
Yeah, so there's 2 places you can get the hot sauce. One is on the Kickstarter, and the other one is from me in person at Comic-Cons. Unfortunately, I can't put it on my website as individual sales. There's kind of a loophole on the Kickstarter because it's one amount of money that comes through, so it's considered a pledge, and so people are pledging, and they get like a free sampler of hot sauce along with their pledge. So that's kind of like the loophole of it. But you can't get it from my website because I'm not FDA approved. I function under Texas cottage law, which in my opinion is better because I don't have radioactive shrimp in my, I'm just saying, like, nothing is radioactive in my kitchen.
One day soon we'll all be radioactive shrimp.
I think I've got some Fiesta ware that would
glow in the dark.
argue with my ability to say that.
So, but yeah, they're all really good. I have everything from mild to super hot. But again, it's all subjective. It's all subjective. How you feel about hot sauce.
I'm kind of a wuss about hot sauce. So like, I wonder if your mild stuff would still be too hot.
I love the mild sauce. I put it on like breakfast. So
okay.
I wouldn't say it's hot. It has maybe a little bit of heat because it's jalapeno serrano, but it also depends on what time of the year I'm buying the peppers, because if it's winter peppers, they're not hot. If they're summer peppers, they might be a little bit hotter. So
part of the reason why I drink the one sauce is because it has like a nice like sweetness to it. Like she has like an apple cider vinegar, I think that you use, and it has like this like it like the heat is almost like an afterburn. Like it's a good heat. It's really good. It's yeah, okay. Enough.
Everything's super flavorful. I'm not interested in just having heat for heat's sake. Everything has a flavor, you know what I mean, to complement food, and then it has different layers of heat to it. So, but follow me. I'm gonna eventually, once I get somewhere, I'm gonna crunch some numbers, but I'll turn on the pre-launch for the trade paperback will be next. So at some point, follow that, and then when we launch, you'll be able to get hot sauce again. Yeah. Stock up. That's what Fred does.
Like the whole set of hot sauce, because everybody, well, Jeffrey likes hot sauce. I don't. And I'm curious about like how is it mild enough for me? I like flavorful stuff, and I'm okay with a little bit of heat if it's also flavorful. And all your stuff has a lot. Like I've not heard anybody say anything bad about your hot sauce, except that some of them are literally too spicy for them. But like they're always like
me that says that. Like it's me that I'm like, it's too hot, I can't eat it.
And then that's when the chili heads are like, really? Give me more.
Yeah. I love that there's so many people that are like, it's so hot, but it's so good, but it's so hot, but it's so good. I'm like, are you like punishing yourself by you eating the hot sauce, even though you know it's gonna hurt you?
Some people like Pops Van Dant is
I want
always
to find
like,
a hot sauce that's just labeled penance.
Don't tempt me.
That's another good name.
I know. I was like, well, I'm gonna steal that. But they're all. I love the names for it. It's like Heart Stoppin', Jalapeno Serrano, Meet Your Maker, Mango Habanero, Jack's Revenge. And that one's the only one that's kind of not related to the comic, but it was because it was a stretch goal. We did a slice and dice, and I murdered jackfruit. And I was able to save enough of the jackfruit to make one batch of hot sauce.
Nice.
And so people were able to consume the jackfruit that I killed on the slice and dice.
Jackfruit are weird looking.
That is a great way to get rid of evidence.
What?
That's a great way to get rid of evidence.
Yeah, well,
I murdered a thing online and sold the parts.
Inanimate fruit, it's fine. But I mean, like, Jack got its revenge because it was hot, right? It was hot sauce. So I thought it was fun. But like Path of the Hill sauce and Reaper's Regret, and then Madness hot honey mustard. So like the names all kind of relate to the comic. And if you've been reading Path, you know in issue 6, it actually ties into the story. So because the undead have like a weakened sense of everything. Like everything is just weakened, right? So they're kind of in a fog. So even like their sense of taste. So hot sauce is hot enough where they could still taste it. And since memories are tied to sensations like smell and taste and hearing, it's like not only are they reminding themselves what it was like to eat food, but sometimes it will remind them of things from their past. So it's bringing up memories for them too. So they kind of like sit around the campfire and pass a bottle of hot sauce and see what, humanity they can find in themselves.
My zombie vibes there.
Nice.
I've never seen that one, so maybe they stole it from me. Jerks.
I don't think they came out with a line of hot sauce, so you're already
All
ahead.
right, so I'm
Also,
saying
they're not on the air anymore, so
sucks to be them.
Yeah, and I agree with Fred that you have like some of the best bundles I've ever seen. Like I literally I think it was the campaign before this one. I'm like, okay, I need to go in and study this and rip off Laurie so bad. And hey,
do it.
Shit, I'm not creative. I can't. I'm literally not creative enough to even copy you.
Well, I mean, everybody's got to find what works for their audience, and
I mean, I got the soap on my first campaign.
yeah,
So
nice.
yeah, I meant to send you a bar of that too. We talked about that a little,
that's
didn't we?
right. Yeah, we
I
did.
never did. Well, next batch.
clean up
All
your
right.
act, Sarah.
But bumped.
We're gonna permanently mute Brian. And possibly Amanda, because sometimes she on that too, and then I just can't. I can't compete. All right.
Funny.
So yeah, go the link. I put the link in here.
Um,
See it in there? go back that and get what you can on this campaign now that because you got just late pledges and a lot of this stuff is no longer available. But then also
But-
get on the mailing list.
But I have to say, when I can't, and like usually the stuff that I'm getting for the stretch goals, I have to get in bulk. And so we're right around 130. So I'm going to get like 150 things, right? And so if you are still a late backer, a lot of times I can still get you stretch goals. You know what I mean? Like the poker cards and the mini books and the scratch and sniff stickers, and you'll still get all of that. So you're going to benefit still from all of the stretch goals that have been unlocked. You can come along for that as well.
Awesome. I feel like I had a thing in 1 year bundles one time, but it might have been
Which one?
I don't remember. It was probably Granica that we would have thrown in there.
I don't think I ever
The
had
other one, yeah, the other ones are spicier. But maybe Power Broker. But I might be thinking of somebody else.
Send them my way, dude. I would definitely include them. I like to switch out the things.
Yeah, I'm all for sharing those indie bundles or
Yeah.
indie bundles around. Like that's always super fun.
Right?
And that's how I found some of the best, like there are so many comics out there that you've never read, you've never
Right.
heard of, and they're so good. And getting an indie bundle is a great way to find comics like that.
Yeah, and they're free. You know what I mean? I love this not only because like everybody can get this. So digital backers, physical backers, everybody gets it. And it's like, don't you want just additional? There's actually, I think there's 15 on the picture, but I have 16. So there's 16 comics where you can be like, I don't like this one, but look at that one. Like that one's interesting to me, right? And you might find your next favorite read in there.
Yeah. So we unlocked Slice and Dice. We unlocked Zombies.
Coffee Bean.
Was it Dash was really excited about that? I don't remember who. Somebody was really excited about that. But everybody's really excited about getting stretch goals with your campaigns.
But we did unlock the air freshener and the hot sauce candy. The hot sauce candy was the last one that we got. So everybody will be getting this. I'm using the Reaper recipe. So there you go.
I don't know how I feel about hot sauce candy.
It's not.
It's probably awesome.
It's not bad. Because it's 90% sugar, Sarah. And I mean, I coat it in confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar. So the sugar hits you first, and then you'll start to get some of the spice. But it doesn't really blow you away. Am I right, Fred?
No, they're more tasty than anything else. Like I think one of them, when it kind of like melted and came apart a little bit, I remember like a distinct like wash of hot sauce, but for the most part, like they were almost like some of the hot sauces themselves where they're like sweet and spicy. So yeah, they're actually very pleasant. I like them quite a bit.
Have either of you had Jelly Bellies? There's a Bean Boozled, but they make spicy pepper jelly beans.
No.
Oh, so they exist. I don't know if that's one you compare.
Interesting.
Is Bean Boozled, is that the the Russian roulette game with the beans?
Yeah.
I didn't like that game. I always got the baby white flavored ones.
No. And I also want to say, everybody that's getting one of these hot sauce candies, it's Fred's idea. Because we were chatting and he was telling me how he really enjoyed the hot sauce. And he said basically like if you made this into a lollipop, I would eat it. You know what I mean? But just as hot sauce, right? But I was like,
carry this in my pocket.
Wonder if you could do that. So I went and found like hot sauce hard candy because of Fred. And then I made like a few different flavors, and then he got to beta test it. So
awesome.
Truthfully though, it's not the best idea I've given you. I still like the other one. We'll get to that one day, but we'll get there.
What idea did you give me? No, I don't remember.
The Karenthology?
Oh yeah, no, we're doing that.
We have to do that. We have to do that. Everybody's got a Karen story that they can translate, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of Karen stories. Like that's well, I mean, everybody who's ever worked in like customer facing positions has a Karen story.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm sure you have no shortage of people willing to contribute to that.
Just make a Karen comic.
Yeah, your Karen character is amazing. Karen.
I don't know why people like her. She's really great about ambushing people. Oh my gosh, poor Ed Davis. I went to during the campaign, I went on First Impressions, Sarah, and I went as Karen, and I didn't tell Ed, but I told it was Dash. Dash knew because it was kind of like his idea, and then I showed up as Karen, and it just derailed the show immediately.
I started watching that because I was scrolling through my feed and I saw Karen on it, and I was like, "Oh, tuning in."
Sorry, Ed. We're still friends, I hope.
Yeah, we love Ed. And you know what? I bet he took it in stride. I missed that one. I'll have to go back and watch it because
Yes, I had to go back and watch it too because at first I was so worried that he was mad at me. He was so quick with the insults. I missed most of them. And I had to go back and watch, and I was cracking up at the things he was saying, and I just totally missed it as Karen.
You were good too. I forget who the album was, but you were like, it suited Karen's musical thing. Or you kept going. Yes, you kept going back to that, and I was like, okay, like it worked for Karen. It was on brand.
It was messed up.
Perfect.
Don't know why people be Karen. Yeah, I don't know why either, man.
Did we not miss Sheldon coming in with his one-liners? You were missed. You were missed.
Glad to see you back, Sheldon.
All right, so only halfway through the show, we're actually going to start talking about the movie that Laurie picked, which is Death Becomes Her.
I picked a good one this time, right?
It is
very appropriate.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
So released in 1992, and Goldie Hawn, Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis. You cannot go wrong with a cast like that. And they're basically it. Like, there's a couple of bit parts, but nobody cares about those people. So just these two. So let's start with our opening thoughts about this movie. And Laurie, you picked it, so why don't you go first?
I love this movie. It's Robert Zemeckis humor, so it's funny, and it pokes fun, at reality with women and how catty we can be. And like, I thought it was hilarious. We were talking about this before, how the Bruce Willis, this macho man who's played like so many action hero movies, is this emasculated mortician with a mustache. Say that 3 times fast. And I claim this one as influence as well, because the when they come back, it's very much like Path of the Pale Rider zombies. You know what I mean? Because you're still you just are stuck in your undead body from here on out. And so I even enjoyed like the doctor scene where the doctor was like freaking out, and like I pulled that into Path at one point. And then I have mentioned this, but we haven't really put it in the comic, like how the mortician was like, yeah, we don't use conventional makeup, we use spray paint. Like, he's using formaldehyde and spray paint along with cosmetics to make them appear and pass as being living. And I was like, why can't my undead do that too? So pulled that in there as well. But it's just so funny. It's funny, it's poignant, and it's like, gosh, the 2 ladies, they're just hilarious. Helen and Madeline, they call each other Hell and Mad. It's great. I'll stop here. Continue.
Yes.
Someone else.
Fred, what do you think? What are your opening thoughts?
Okay, I get to be critical this time.
Oh.
Okay. I have a major issue with this movie. There's just not one moment where any of the major characters gives me anything to like about them. And there's like
100%.
There's an old screenwriting book that influenced me a lot called Save the Cat. And the premise of that book is in your script, you have to give your characters a save the cat moment. Just a moment where they rescue a cat from a tree or do something so that we like them. And this movie, it just kept, like, in the beginning, like, I didn't know who to put my allegiance to, because, like, at first I thought Meryl Streep I wasn't supposed to like, but I actually like Meryl Streep because I like Meryl Streep. Like, she is just really infectious in every role she does. Even when she's, like, in a movie I don't like, I can't help but like her. And when she's in a movie that's good, God help us, like, it's really good. So first I thought I was supposed to not like her, but then Goldie Hawn turned out to be not good. And then I wanted to root for Bruce Willis, but like you said, he's just such a simp that you're like, I can't cheer for him because he's making his own bed too. So it almost reminded me of a movie that is admittedly good, but it kind of frustrates me. It reminded me of like kind of like a comedy version of All About Eve, right? Where it's like just these like 2 people eating each other alive. And it was poignant for sure. Like it was kind of ahead of its time, right? Because it does kind of deal with the kind of plastic surgery culture that really gets out of control later. But there was a lot to like in it. It did have kind of like fun Tim Burton vibes and stuff, but it just, I was looking for like something for me to like, and it might just be me, but like there was like not a character or there was a theme, but there wasn't a character for me to glom onto to root for throughout it all.
I thought that was the whole point, is you're not supposed to like any of these people. You're really not.
Because
Probably.
But it's like watching
Yeah.
reality TV and be like, "Oh, I hate you. I hope something bad happens. Oh, I hate
Like,
you
and
worse.
that's
I hope
why
something
you
worse
laugh
happens."
when it's like falls down the steps and breaks her neck, and you're like, "Oh my
don't really feel bad for anything that happens,
No.
and that's you embrace that. That's kind of what I was at. I was like, I agree 100%, Fred. I just thought that was a good thing about that.
Yeah.
Like that movie specifically, it wouldn't work in another movie. You can't make all the characters in Forrest Gump 100% unlikable or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but this movie it works.
I
And
think
they
they
all
did that in Forrest Gump, but
we could say some stuff about Forrest Gump.
I mean, they had some redemption arcs in there.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
Forrest
it's not
Gump,
all bad.
right?
It's not all bad.
Lieutenant
We're not-
Dan made his peace.
I did name I inherited my grandmother's dog after she passed, who had she had no back paws and like short back legs, and we renamed her Lieutenant Danielle. So I do have some connection to Forrest Gump.
There you go. All right, Amanda, what did you think about the movie?
So I thought that the movie was campy and mean, and that this is a movie that likes to punch down on women. And it could have been a dark humor exploration of how like white American culture really pushes women into being thin and young and pretty. But instead it just punished women for existing and became a redemption arc of the mediocre white man who ends up being lauded for upholding the patriarchy values of a good white Christian life after the age of 40 because men don't have the same age stigmas as women.
This is true.
That's a good point.
So definitely a statement on not being able to age as a woman, right? How it's not okay.
Yep.
God.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I was watching this in light of all the ties Jeffrey Epstein has and how the culture back when he was in prominence when this movie was coming out, and the line where Meryl Streep is looking at her new body and goes, "I'm a girl." I'm like, oh, this is Epstein porn.
Oh yeah, that one gave me the ick a little bit too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched this movie once, like 20 years ago,
Same.
when I probably had no fucking business watching it. But it never occurred to me that was going to be such a loaded statement, and probably didn't occur to Meryl Streep at the time either. To be fair,
Right. Well, Brian, I mean, like the whole character that offers them this drink this and be forever young, like with the ties with Epstein with that too, all the conspiracy theories about the adrenochrome, I want to say, right? So how much of that were they pulling into? I don't know. Where does Robert Zemeckis fall into all of that Epstein stuff? Was he ever?
Did anybody check his name in the files yet?
No.
Sure, somebody.
I haven't. No. If it was really bad, we would have heard about it by now, I'm sure. But
I don't want to
probably in
find out that Roger Rabbit was about something I don't want it to be about.
It might have been.
Oh no.
Cartoons are how we hook 'em. Here's a super sexy one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't see it. Sorry.
Oh no, just
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yikes. Well, my opening thoughts on this movie is that I enjoyed the hell out of it as long as I didn't think about it too hard. I completely loved it
Corners
until I
alone.
started thinking about it real hard, and then I was like, okay, so and like y'all made really good points about it. Like it starts to fall apart when you scrutinize it, and I think that to a point, the cattiness and the shittiness to women that Amanda alluded to, like works for the movie to make it funnier, but like how ridiculous it is. But there is a point like which I didn't. This is why Amanda has to be here, because the redemption arc of the mediocre white man that happened didn't even occur to me. Did not occur to me at all. And I'm like, right, it is.
I didn't even realize that either. I was just like, no,
Well,
he's terrible too, and I don't like him.
Yeah, he sucks, but yet everybody's well, to be fair, his funeral wasn't that full.
It wasn't.
That was like
No,
a
but they
third.
made a special point of like having the people from overseas from different countries because he apparently adopted people
Yeah.
from overseas,
Yeah, white
and just
savior,
like
and yeah.
saying that he had this worldwide spread of influence.
Yes. After 50, because like you said, men don't age, but women.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, didn't he get remarried? How much of that influence was just his wife? Because as we know, this character has no spine.
And he probably took the credit of her, she did all that, and he probably took all the credit.
Right?
That's
What if he
Straight up
was just
said
a
he
he
was,
his
yeah.
entire
Like,
life?
oh, everyone knows how great and amazing he was. They had to kill him in order to like really drive home how great he was.
Jeff becomes her
Isn't that kind of
too.
what happens sometimes, though? Like, for example, when I was on First Impressions and we were talking about Jeff Buckley album, people were talking about how amazing it was. And for me, not knowing the history of Jeff Buckley, I didn't really enjoy the album. You know what I mean? But it's like it was kind of lauded after his death that it was this
After he died,
masterpiece.
yeah.
And it's like, are we speaking nice things about the dead at this point? Or
And how
Right.
they did in his eulogy, they talked about how amazing he was, but when he was alive and he went from being a renowned plastic surgeon to a mortician, he blamed that all on Madeline. Like he blamed
Oh
his
yeah,
mouth.
that's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how come everything that's bad is her fault, but everything that's good is him?
right? Or even
Yeah.
at the end when they were like,
Amanda, would you like to answer that rhetorical question?
but
So
still
what
they
do
were
we
like,
like about this movie? There's a lot to like and dislike about this movie. What do we like about it? Amanda, what do we like about this movie?
The actors were talented,
okay.
and because of their talent, they were able to pull off the special effects and then the interactions that these terrible people were having in ways that were more engaging than they otherwise would have been. With a lesser talented crew, the movie would have been unwatchable. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
well done to the actors.
Yes.
The special effects held up surprisingly well. They were like groundbreaking for the time and helped lay the groundwork for a lot of other movies. They didn't age spectacularly well, but they did decently well, which was nice. We got the iconic Isabella outfit with that necklace that there's just a TV series that actually did an homage to it. And apparently the Isabella Rossellini will repost anyone who dresses as that character for Halloween on her socials. So it's just apparently it's embedded into our culture.
I know at least one man who did not catch anything that happened in that scene because he was too busy focusing on that fucking
I have no doubt. I have no doubt. And
that's she's wearing a flesh color. No, all right.
mhm.
Yep.
There are
And
some
I think
large
that
jewels in
the
the-
concept was kind of interesting. Like this is a potion magic that makes you younger forever, but you become a zombie if you die. So it's very cursed and it's not a gift. And
Exactly.
I could not tell if they were trying to say that the women were becoming in their 20s because it seemed like it was more like their 30s. But it was hard to tell. But they weren't going super young, and they didn't swap out for younger actors. So it seemed like they might have actually been going for like more of the 30s range, which is a rare choice for the entertainment industry. So well done there. And then I guess sort of good on Lizelle for making some money off of a curse, you know?
She's cashing in on that beauty, you know what I mean? The obsession with beauty and
Right. I mean, and it ties really well because Isabella Rossellini was the face of like Lancome or one of the makeup places that was
she?
always selling anti-aging beauty stuff. So it's just like a perfect tie-in.
yes. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, I was my comment during that first scene was like, how much tape and spirit gum was involved in it? Because there was so much. I mean, I wonder if she had allergic reactions after the fact because there had to be so much glue in there.
I feel like it was a latex piece that they glued on her. It was just
Like
like
a
a
whole
latex
set?
bosom.
Yeah,
And then
that could be.
Mhm.
But it would have been cheaper to do spirit gum, but like it would have been more secure. But they could always edit out nip slips in post, right? Like,
Mhm.
that would be
1990 what?
photoshopped out for 92. Yeah,
I mean,
I
they
think
had-
so.
Yeah, the
They
latex
had a
would
lot
make
of special effects
sense,
people.
'cause otherwise,
Yeah, I
you'd have
mean,
to,
like,
like,
that had to
hollow
be-
out the back of some of the jewels.
Yeah, there was like
Doable.
that was like the least impressive thing about the special effects of the movie. And here we are debating how that happened. So okay,
Like I said, iconic.
Yeah. Who else wants to go? What do we like about this movie?
I also like the special effects.
Yeah, okay.
I was really surprised that Amanda and I watched how they did the head backwards scene, and I was like, okay, so they had a body double and this and that, and she's on a rig and this and that, and like possibly how we do it now. Both body parts were played by Meryl Streep, who walked backwards for some scene with I think a cover over her head, and then reacted it with her face. And then they rotoscope them together. Like that. That takes some effort.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and going along with that, just the production design and the vibe. Like I wish they actually went further. It was like almost like they leaned into kind of like a gothic Dracula Frankenstein feel with like the gothic houses and like the big open spaces and Isabella Rossellini's place, but I wish they leaned a little bit more to that. Like it felt a little too like unfocused. I wish it was a little more of a genre piece, I guess. But that's just me and my likings. Like I like, I wish it felt a little more Young Frankenstein-y versus where we ended up. So I feel like it felt a little more contemporary LA than where I would have liked it. Not contemporary to the time.
Would have been neat if they'd had a magic circle of once they're with her, that it's very, very deeply, more intensely, like feel like you're stepping out of reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I also concur on the acting too. Acting was very nice, and it's what keeps the movie buoyant and lighter than it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I needed to go back and watch the party scene to see who else they snuck in there, like Where's Waldo, because they had like Marilyn Monroe and Andy Warhol that were prominent, but and then Elvis, but it's just like who else were they sneaking in there? You know what I mean?
In the credits, people playing Elvis, and so you can just go look at the credits.
All right,
easy shortcut, efficient way.
I definitely didn't. I was like so close with who's the guy who wanted the swimming pool after Bruce Willis climbed out. Like I was like, I know that person. Who the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
I still can't remember, but whatever. And my what did I like about this movie was also the cast. Like that movie would not have worked without the cast. That is 100% true. And like I don't think. Even if you would have gotten a skilled cast, like there's just that cast together was kind of, they made a little bit of magic with how like it was easy to dislike the characters, so it was easy to laugh at some of the stuff, but it wouldn't have been nearly as funny. I mean, like Meryl Streep was hilarious the entire time with just how shitty her character was, and it wouldn't have been as funny if it had been somebody else.
What about her being shitty is funny?
She woke up in the morgue. She deserved it.
Laugh at her. It's easy to laugh at her pain. No, and first of all, bad. Also, just the ridiculousness of everything. Waking up in a morgue, yes, it's hilarious and ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous. And
it was how he said it though. He's like, "Where is she?" And they're like, "Oh, we took her to the morgue." He's like, "She's gonna be so furious!" Like,
to answer your question, Amanda, I think the comedy is performative, right? Like I'm not saying that like maybe I think it's like in Meryl Streep's like expressions and the way she delivers dialogue, at least for me, that's what I found like endearing and funny when I did laugh would have been like her performance. Like
just she made that character like over the top shitty. It wouldn't have been she wouldn't have been as nasty and mean if it had been somebody else. Like I almost think that they should have gotten like Glenn Close to play Goldie Hawn's part. Like that's the only person I could think of that could possibly have made it any more nasty, which would like but maybe that would have been flying too close to the sun with all the shittiness of this movie, like the people in this movie. Like, maybe that would have been it's like we've seen Glenn Close play a really nasty lady as Cruella de Vil, so like maybe that would have been too much. Nasty.
I don't know. I mean, the whole point of Helen's character was that she was supposed to be sort of meek, and then they kind of transform her into being more toxic person. So they could have played with it. Having two strong leads that were able to pull off being a really terrible person probably would have done a little better.
Yeah, because I was like, Goldie Hawn has played some shitty characters too. I mean, she was overboard. She was kind of a bitch in that one, and then she has her redemption arc in that one, which like let's not get started on that movie because that is a completely fucked up premise. But,
Totally separate
like,
thing.
she's also a dick in that movie, and then she has a redemption arc. But this one, nobody has a redemption arc except Bruce Willis, and we don't see it. We just see him dead.
Right. You just get told about it. Interestingly, one of the original ending to the movie was actually Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn's characters together, like somewhere in Switzerland, looking out and being bored and being like, "Oh, should we go to Paris? No." And they were still pretty and young, like they had gone back to the youth somehow. And then they saw a couple that were having a picnic and like sort of making a little bickering, but you would see some longing in their face that like that relationship is something that they wouldn't have. And then they cut to the couple and it shows that it's Ernest with the woman who helped him escape and fake his death, and they went off and got married and were old and couple together.
Interesting.
I think it's a fitting ending that those two old biddies are stuck together for eternity.
I think I like the ending we got more than. Is that bad?
Yeah.
I like the ending we got more than the one that Amanda just described.
Yeah.
I think the other ending would have been better because it was still centering on the women and their journey and understanding of how things are, rather than just shifting to, well, the guy made it through okay, so everything's all right.
Yeah.
Like they
and
didn't.
Also, it would have showed them getting what they asked for, but not like, and just how much that can suck sometimes.
Right. They showed understanding of their situation, whereas this one was just like, where'd you park the car? And zero understanding, which is not realistic.
Well, they could be losing their faculties.
That too, yeah. They lost some of it.
I mean, they're obviously they can't do the makeup like Ernest can. So that I thought that was great that they looked like melted candles at the end, because that was what drove them there in the first place, right? Was their looks, and now they're stuck in this body. They don't have their looks. They don't, and all they have is each other, who they hate each other. So it's just like, is that your own?
100% would have kidnapped some mortician and had them like enslaved to,
right. There's no way that he was the only one who could work that magic.
Yeah.
They would have found somebody younger and stupider and tricked him into taking the potion and then just kept him as their pet or something.
Yeah.
And it's not like they've never used makeup. They would figure out the skills.
That also bugged me. Yeah.
It's not that hard. And they've got literal eternity to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it would have been a nicer ending.
16 times and stitched back together. Do they work well? See, I'm thinking about it from the zombie point of view. Like, you got to put them back together, and they
showed them having manual dexterity when they were handling the tissues and trying to pass things around. They only made a big point about the leg joints being weird when they were stepping. Otherwise, though, they were still had dexterity. So.
And then when they fell down the stairs, they shattered like a broken
that was weird.
And that was like, why'd they shatter?
Because magic, they violated the laws of how they wanted this to go. They were just strictly for comedic effect. They broke reality.
Just been into camera. Yeah.
So like this is like officially gone into the what do we not like about this movie? It just kind of seamlessly, but like this is officially that part. Because there's plenty I don't like about the movie. Again, I like it until I think about it too hard, and then I don't. That's where the problems come. But it's it's a really interesting, what happens if you die but you don't die, like that's what your book explores. So yes, like there's a lot of interesting different kind of schools of thought, like because your people are kind of like rotting, right? They kind of rot, whereas these guys kind of turned to stone and then shattered when they impact cement. So a little more realistic in that respect, I guess.
I guess if they fell from a little bit higher, that could happen, but not from one step.
Right?
It's a similar concepts at the beginning, but you're executing them totally differently.
Yeah, just completely different. Like mine doesn't use magic. It's not a potion you drink to expand your beauty and your youth, and then you gotta disappear and you're part of a secret society. Mine is more like death is broken, and it's similar, like you're stuck in your body, and even if you get mutilated like they did, you're still you in there. You're not flesh craving zombie trying to eat people. I think that's the major difference I'm trying to portray with the similarities. But I mean, like the whole context is different other than that. But
Yeah.
And that is a really interesting difference to pick up and run with, since almost all zombie things tie back to the whole eating brains and or flesh. So
yeah.
And yeah, this movie is a lot of magic and hand waving to get, and it's really plays hard on it to be funny and ridiculous, like black funny, of course, black humor, but they like you're leaning into the reality of stuff more with your story, whereas this is just 100% make these people as hateable as possible and then kill them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the vein of like 50s farce kind of thing. It's almost like it's almost like trying to do like a dark take on screwball comedy. But unfortunately, I think what we're all kind of getting at is like if you apply like real world logic to the story, it kind of falls apart and becomes uncomfortable, because I think we all know those people that just like, you know, never get past high school, never move the tassel to the other side, and they just kind of get stuck in these like rivalries that like consume their lives, and next thing you know, it's like, you know, you wind up stuck on a pavement with nothing to show for it. So
Yep. How do you suppose they got, like, do you think that some dude with a broom and a dustpan just came and scooped him up?
Given the slapstick of the movie, yeah. Oh no, they probably get caught in a street sweeper.
Like, cause like in the real world, somebody would notice and go, "Holy shit!" It would be worldwide news. Like, there's no way that LaSalle could have kept that a secret for very long. That's not how that works.
She's a necromancer, isn't she?
I don't know. I think in this day and age, kids would get out their cell phones and start recording it, or maybe like kicking the heads around like a soccer ball, like they did with the iceberg on the Titanic. Like,
sure, this was back in '92, so
well, true, but
I still think the soccer thing would be valid. I think kids would do that. Maybe they just didn't have the means to record it, but I think it could happen.
I think they would have had a dog come by and grab someone by the hair and drag them off.
That would
Bury
have
it.
been such an amazing ending to this movie. Oh, that would have been perfect.
you could call the dog Glad Pancake.
Funny.
Oh, so what would you change about the movie to make it better?
One likable character.
Remove the misogyny. Easy.
And like we really don't have side characters. We've got the doctor who shows up real quick. Like, he's probably the only
Guys.
good guy. Yeah, he goes in there and he's like stunned, and then he has a heart attack and dies from his shock. And then like LaSalle's there, and
She's in a hospital.
So all you really need, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like it is one likable character, and it doesn't have to be any of the three of them, right? A lot of like 30s and 40s humor, Depression era humor, was like the Marx Brothers and Chaplin kind of, you know, showing the absurdity of like the upper class. So if you had just like one butler that just like witnessed these people destroy themselves and was like commenting on it or whatever, like it could have anchored the movie in a way that like we could have been like, yeah, this
had a cat. The cat could, if they'd done it right, the cat could have been the one likable character. But they just kind of showed her going from one cat to 1,000 cats to make it sad, which is, you know, fuck you guys. Fuck you people who think crazy cat lady's an insult.
Or they could have made Ernest more likable, because let's be honest, he's pathetic, right? There is nobody that's likable. But if he had had some kind of redemption arc or something to validate the ending that they gave him, but they didn't. So I think that's the
It's supposed to be when he turns down the potion, that's the big reveal moment, especially because he says things like, what happens if I get bored, or what happens if I'm stuck with someone forever in eternity, which is what happens to the women. But that's because he's a man and he can think his way through a problem.
And tough enough to turn down temptation.
Also, and I don't
Meryl Streep instead of Goldie Hawn.
I don't want to, make it too about something. Maybe it's not, but maybe it is that like, this is like, this is a script that would have been written and been produced in like the 80s going into 90s and stuff. And this is kind of a time when like, divorce and things like were starting to be less taboo than they were. So maybe in some way it is kind of about like this idea of like a man breaking free from like the strictures of a marriage that he didn't want to be in anymore. And maybe that's supposed to be the moment that we were all supposed to be like, yeah, good for you, Bruce Willis. But I don't know. Like, I think maybe there's something to that. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's definitely about him getting out from under the thumb of a woman. Like the whole thing was like she caused him to be an alcoholic and wrecked his career, and he had done his penance for being an asshole that cheated on his fiance and then left her for the wife who then turned out to be terrible. And so once he decided to leave, that's the
Well, he has that line, like, I fulfilled my oath, death do us part. Like, you're dead. Like, I've done, it is kind of that, like,
Yeah.
it is kind of like a fantasy of like a clean divorce,
Yeah.
Till undeath do us part.
I
also
like
the
the
literal way a lot of husbands end their relationships with their wives. They will kill them.
yeah, that's not a great correlation either, and it's something that was very hush hush, open secret type stuff
Mm-hmm.
20, 30 years ago, but maybe not. That makes it less funny too. Like that makes the stupidity of this movie less funny too, because that's what happens when you take a 30-year-old movie and put it into a timeline that is completely
I thought it was stupid funny, and then I'm talking to Amanda. I'm like, damn it.
We've all been there, Laurie.
Like the fat phobia of the Goldie Hawn 7 years later, and how she's just this blob of a human who's shoveling frosting into her mouth. Of course, has multiple cats now, and is just a slob and dirty and mentally unbalanced.
And it's the only time she looked happy.
Watching Marilyn die on the TV
Just
and repeat.
shoveling frosting.
I just like that part was unfunny to me for sure. That is not. It never was something to make fun of. It's like just because you're fat doesn't mean you don't have feelings, and that's what we were supposed to absolutely treat fat people like a punchline. Like it's still a punchline today.
That was comedy.
And but there's people. Those are people, and it's not funny. You shouldn't laugh at them. And they made her as one dimensional as possible so that you could it doesn't matter if she's fat or thin. She's still a shitty person, but like.
And they have to retcon that though. Like they up to that point until we hear about her being mean to what's her face earlier, it just seems like Madeline was constantly going after her, and so they have to add something in there to make her bad too, because she's the dowdy meek one that's becomes mentally unwell and then is out on a revenge streak that turns her pretty on the inside or pretty on the outside and ugly on the inside.
Yeah, I think in the writer's room, the save the cat moment was supposed to be her losing weight. I think that was supposed to be us liking her. Like, oh, look at her. She's pretty now. And that's
pretty young and successful.
So now we root for her. But
they all very much suck.
God, there's so much just cattiness. You know what I mean? It's like her getting skinny again and selling this book called Forever Young. And it was like, that was her moment to get Ernest back. And that, again, it wasn't even about Ernest. It was about these two girls who just hated each other in their youth and just carried it over until...
We're just in this toxic enmeshment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the uncomfortable part is like you witness it. It's like, all these people are just awful for each other. And I think if there's anything redeeming about it, right, it was trying to be like satirizing, Hollywood culture specifically, right? It's set in LA and it's meant to be about like, the people that like, I think Robert Zemeckis thought he was probably satirizing people that he really knew and was like spot on. But I have a theory about this. I think it was probably just like. I want to
research Robert Zemeckis a lot.
Yeah.
I know
find out if he's in the file.
Yeah, that.
He's not.
Okay.
I looked.
I know.
Thanks for looking. I'm a bit relieved.
Oh, go back. Like, what is his other work and how does it tie into? And it was just his comment on Hollywood and society and women.
Well, I think it's more the writers that really did that more than the director. And yeah, they did. I mean, they clearly were trying a certain amount of, here's these terrible women being pressured by society, like Madeline is a career woman who's not having kids, but rather than having her be like rightfully concerned about the aging because she's not getting parts or anything, they just turn her into an age obsessed harpy. Like there was an opportunity to have her have more dimension, and then they were just, no, that's all right.
Was it written by two men? I know David Kopp. I recognize his name. So yeah, okay, that's probably part of it too.
Written by two men, directed by a man, produced by a man. Yeah. And they chose actors who were in their 40s, except for Willis was in his 30s. So was Isabella. But so the main leads, though, they had the younger man kind of being taken advantage of by the older women. And so it's just an interesting dynamic that they're playing out constantly, that, you know, women are the bad guys and men are the put upon, and, you know, poor abused men.
Poor white man got so rough.
Should have pushed him down the stairs.
That would have been.
That might have been a better movie.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I hate you because you stole my man. I stole your man because I'm terrible. Then Bruce Willis is dead. He dies hard. And they're just like, whoa, I feel kind of good about it. Like, yeah, I feel great about this. Hey, you want to go get some gelato?
Like, yeah. The end. Oh, do you like my cat? Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Stupid thing. There it goes.
Huzzah.
I got a quiz.
Go
Okay.
to the thing.
You gotta hit host now.
Gotcha.
Probably open a new window. You might have to share that window.
Yeah, my.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, there was something being weird there, but it's fine.
It might have been me.
It's okay. You're new at this. We'll get it. We'll get there. I've been doing this for a literal year, and I forget that other people don't know how to do stuff in here. Okay.
Sweet. Well, good luck, guys.
Well, don't say it like that.
Sheldon, you're still here. If you can hear us. Sheldon, if you can hear us, come join the quiz. Go to play.com. Anyone who can hear my voice, go to play.blooket.com. Enter the 6-digit number 809906 and play this game with us. Sarah.
It's your chance to say you conquered death.
And
Which
be
probably
Brian.
will, because Brian has the fastest fingers in the West.
Oh, I like that name.
I always lose the Brian.
I was going to say something that we talked about before the show, and I'm glad I kept my mouth shut.
So this is the sticker that I did for this quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very pretty.
Talk about the most elaborate unboxing ever.
Right.
Yeah, right? Like 5 different. Yeah. I that was one of the things that it got an audible Jesus Christ out of me.
By the way, this is maybe a deep cut, but like in her 3 like henchmen there, I'm pretty sure one of them was like an American Gladiator. Yeah, Nitro from American Gladiator.
Names?
No.
Their names were Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
That was almost a question, but I thought it was too easy.
Oh. I probably would have got that one. Hooray.
I would have just dressed it up and be like, these 3 of the characters share names with people from Third Rock from the Sun. What were those names? But people are like, the fuck does this question mean, Brian? Like,
I would have got it wrong.
Yeah.
Do I have to hit anything yet, or?
Amanda, where'd you go?
Somebody is dropped out. Who dropped out? Amanda dropped out.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you're off the screen.
Are you
I don't know.
Did
what's going
something.
If you like scroll off or like navigate off the page, it does kick you out. So
Rude.
I kicked the cat off my lap because he was being too annoying, and he is sitting here with like the saddest look on his face, and he's like all curled up into the tiniest little ball. Like, look at what a sad little beast I am that you did this to me.
Oh.
They're really good at that, aren't they?
Well, mine just kicked me out.
Oh. Oh, is this gonna be one of those quizzes?
Good, I
No.
can win if Brian's not
Quick
in there.
start.
Huzzah.
I think I'm back.
Are you the
Okay.
chicken of death?
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Blasting off.
Well, we don't have to worry about speaking
God
and
damn it.
throwing anyone off.
Already.
I honestly didn't realize that was a real show of any sort.
Is it a real
I don't know
show?
if it is or not, but it was on Broadway in the movie, so it counts.
I hit the wrong. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I was like, as soon as I hit it, I was like, fuck.
Brian's
I
off.
knew
I
it.
do that at least once every time I play.
Oh, no, wrong one.
You
Good
butt.
job.
Oh my god.
Damn it!
Yep.
Fred, I blame you.
Fred, you can write the
Good.
quiz
Good.
anytime.
Suck it, Brian.
Hey, who pulled the router?
Internet.
There's a couple questions I really do like, so.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no! I'm gonna say that one.
It better be the one that I picked.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it wasn't that one. She was walking around with a hole in her. Come on.
That was awesome, right? I want a hole in my stomach. Sorry, that sounded weird. I want to figure out how to do the special effects for that. I'm gonna get some green screen,
Yeah,
make a
that's.
circle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
What's
I think now you can do those kinds of
the-
effects with your iPhone.
I-
So.
It is none of these.
I actually know there was I saw a girl who did a Halloween costume of this, and I can find the link and send it to you.
It's disconnected me. No,
Oh no! Come back! Come back!
So someone else connected to the death. Maybe real death is playing.
Ooh, best behavior, everyone.
Somebody wants to beat Brian. So Ted is-
Mm, it won't be me. It's got to be real death. Can you make the question shorter?
I think he did that to throw me off.
Does he have to read
Which
it?
worked.
Use lots of contradicting language. What did she not have to do in order to not this, that, the other?
Sorry.
You're good. I'm just
Don't apologize for
taking the
quizzing.
Mickey out of you.
I
This
mean, that's
one.
a great pop quiz maker because that's what the teachers in school always did was like, which one of these is not the answer?
Yeah, I would have been a bastard of a teacher.
I'd have been such a pushover.
No, I pushed the wrong button.
You're like, attendance is 99% of your grade. The rest of it is
Graded
cool
is
paper craft.
Movie
You show
And then,
up
like,
and you win.
one,
Pretty
and then like I would have had like 1 year as a teacher, and then they would have fired me.
No, they wouldn't have. That one.
Bastard. It was Jim Morrison. That was the guy.
I had to bite my tongue
The
earlier,
pool.
Sarah.
Yeah. You're right. It was Jim Morrison at the pool.
Yeah, I said Jimi Hendrix, and I was like, wait, no, not Jimi Hendrix. And then yeah, and I never thought to look it up.
This. Nah, I forgot about the end.
Yeah, me
Shit.
too.
Wow, Fred.
Quick math. I gotta beat Sarah. Sarah, get this next one wrong.
Okay.
Good.
Uh,
I don't know.
Oh, I'm just gonna go with the one with profanity in it.
I don't know.
Oh, it paid off.
What the?
Okay, I don't like him now.
He's in the Epstein
I didn't even
files.
read
He is in the
honestly.
Epstein files.
What
Who
was
would
the
do
quote?
that?
Because I was like, I don't know any of these, so I'm just gonna pick with the one with
What?
asterisks.
Well,
Whoa,
you
you
try,
guys
and
tied.
it puts Brian on the pedestal. It just goes
Alphabetical
to the
order.
name of the
Fine.
movie that
Just
we
close the window.
described.
Let's just make the white man bet. Oh,
Don't
was about
worry, we'll push you down the stairs next time.
I mean, he's already at the top step. Just a little
Say what?
push.
I'm on the 5th floor. Did anybody notice how many freaking stairs they had? They're like,
I
push
know,
me
that's
down.
God,
scary.
it felt like a straight minute, wasn't it?
They hit
Like a
everyone.
slinky
too.
could retire there.
Yeah,
Slinky,
yeah. I that was another thing that I made an audible comment about. I was like, that was so many stairs.
Correct.
Stairs.
And they
So-
had like that vase go down the stairs first. I was like, oh, I see foreshadowing.
Yeah. Indeed. I feel like Blookett's got a little bias here, considering we tied.
I know.
You probably were a little faster or some
Yep,
shit. Like
that
we,
would do
we
it.
both got the
Look
question
it.
wrong, got it wrong a little
Mhm.
faster than I got it wrong.
I suspect that it's just alphabetical.
Think
Like-
Look It was made by Robert Zemeckis.
Probably.
Got my back.
Wait. I pulled out the wrong one that said Fred.
Oh!
Make it worse. They both said Fred. I just clicked the one that looked right.
I didn't do it.
All right. So, this
Give me that
I
dessert.
wanted to mention this because this feels very important to me. I know you guys don't care, but like this, made me realize that I hate drawing like the buildings and the ships, and it was like straight lines. I don't like straight lines. I like the ability to be a little bit off with the organic curves that I do with the other ones. So,
I
feel
propose
like
that next time there's one with straight lines, I'll draw the straight lines in CAD, deliver them to you for coloration,
Okay, I
and
will
from
say
there.
crystals are organic and they do have straight lines.
be fair. So, but well, my point was to continue on. Is like I think that I need to.
Hey, Rick.
I think that I need to draw more stuff with straight lines because
Oh,
it sucks and I hate it, but like that's how I'm gonna get better at this shit.
isn't it
So-
really crappy that sometimes you know where your pain point is because you don't like it and you're like, oh, that means I have to do more of it. Ugh,
Yeah,
gross.
that's,
Practice. Nobody likes that.
isn't the software called CAD?
Uh-oh.
Well, the program I use is QCAD, but I'm
Oh,
very
okay.
well versed in AutoCAD,
Okay.
which is what I use professionally.
Yeah.
There's a
Well,
lot of
I
CAD software.
Ray would know.
okay. I didn't know that. But I do know that Illustrator has a lot of crossover with all the CAD stuff, and that I think I can export into. Well, I can export SVGs on there, but there's a lot of crossover, and it's
Yeah.
like that's stuff like Illustrator colors and does 3D shit. Like, I think that's what makes it different.
Yeah, if you want nice, precise stuff with symmetry and precision, then CAD is what I'm familiar with.
Fair enough.
I can't do organic lines.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't very well either. That's the point of drawing the stickers, is like I'm forcing myself to draw something every week. And I still kind of fail at that too, in case, like, for anybody who actually like watches the show on a regular basis, you see that I fail at that on the regular.
I did
Although
a,
last week I was kind of pissed off about the whole my iPad just refused to work in a place with no internet, which is
Gah.
wrong and bad. And you
Mhm.
should be mad, Procreate. You should not do that to people.
Correct.
It wouldn't work because there's no internet?
It wouldn't work because there was no internet. It would not open up because it couldn't connect to the internet, and that is bullshit.
Why?
I paid for that software.
I can use mine offline. That's
Yeah,
so
it would not
odd.
be. I don't know why. And I was in the same room as I was the week before using my iPad. So I don't know why it wouldn't work, but the internet would
So
not work.
weird.
A
Dude,
cowboy
cowboy
hat?
hat on CAD. Sounds fun. You should do it. I'm not going to.
There's barely any straight lines in a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hats are kind of curvy.
Yeah.
Techno cowboy hat.
I guess
All
it's like
angles.
metric. It's symmetric curves, though, right? Like it's the same on each side. So like,
Yeah,
eh,
I mean,
right.
there's splines and stuff,
Sure.
but it's
You have to go more fez or birthday hat. I'm trying to think of straight line hats.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can 3D model a fez without the tassel.
Can
Is
you
it really a fez without the tassel, though?
CAD?
Chef's hat.
Can you do that
There we
right?
go. Wait,
No,
Just the straight.
Yeah, the straight
It's
up.
got it plays it.
Not
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
And
The
then
pleats wouldn't be too bad.
At the top.
graduation cap.
Yeah, graduation cap
Ah.
from the top.
Yeah, it's only got a couple curved lines, and those are nice and uniform.
Yeah.
Unless the
Alright,
June cowboy hat is something I'm not familiar with. I search for June
I
cowboy.
actually can draw a cowboy hat pretty quickly because I've somehow drawn 8 million cowboy hats. I don't know why.
Really?
It's like My Little Ponies. Like the My Little Ponies actually make a little more sense if you've known me for a while. But like I can draw My Little Pony really fast. I can draw a cowboy hat really fast.
That's amazing.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
draw.
but I
just
can
don't
draw
do
it. Yeah, and it's if you're not that into drawing, then I don't know. You're never gonna get good at it if you don't practice, and if you're not that into it, you're not gonna practice. Which is where I'm at. I'm trying to make myself do this, and I will probably never be good at it because I get bored. You can look at all these stickers and you can see exactly what point I stopped caring about the picture.
That's
See
funny.
it.
Say that.
Your
It's a trade
comic book
secret.
was tad.
It's a trade secret.
Yeah, don't tell people that.
Well, I'm not selling this stuff, so
Look closely, you can see where I gave up.
It's like that horse drawing.
I would never.
Yeah. Like 2/3 are really good, and the last
Yeah.
third.
It's like I gave up. Stick leg.
But you could still tell it was a horse.
Eh.
Hey,
Right.
That would be
Okay.
me drawing on like something. People be like, Lori, do a cover for Path. And it'd be like stick horse. This is-
In the style of
You know-
XKCD.
You could learn to draw a cowboy hat. It's actually not as hard as it seems. So you could do a cowboy hat, and that could be a wooden cover. That would probably look awesome as a wooden cover, like just a cowboy hat,
mhm.
laser bin. Yeah.
Did I mention that I'm stopping wooden covers after this campaign?
Why? Awful?
Why?
Are they awful to make?
Like sets, don't you? You do your sets. Shit, I forgot about that.
That's it, because we do 4 and then we're done. Then we move on to something else. So we did the first 4 were metal covers, the second 4 were wood, and we're doing something different with the last 4.
Do you know what the different thing is gonna be?
Yes, but I'm not telling.
I knew you were gonna say that. All right.
I'm
okay,
not
okay.
telling
Need
until we
paper
get
so
to
people
9.
can go plant them.
I
and grow
wouldn't do
flowers.
that, Lori. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do wooden merch. I'm just not going to do wooden covers. Like I have a bunch of scrap wood. I'm going to make a bunch of, I don't know, probably 300 bookmarks of all the scrap wood I have left.
Little standy figures.
Ooh, I've
That'll
got
fit on a chessboard. Ooh, make a whole chess set of wooden standees.
Yeah, there we go.
Now you're speaking my
Yeah.
language.
And Big James could be the queen.
Ooh, wearing up. Quinn James.
And all I have to do is stain them different colors of stain.
Exactly. Exactly.
Genius.
We should stop.
On that note, let's quit.
Not because I'm not having fun, but because I am really close to falling asleep. Does anybody else really mess up from the stupid time change? God, I hate the time change.
I hate it. I mean, it. screws up
Last
the
night I
Sunday.
couldn't go to sleep until like 1:00 in the morning, and now I'm like, I am so ready to go to sleep right now.
We're doing The Last Samurai next week.
The Last Samurai. Yep. Last Samurai. Braxton Crosby is gonna come and talk about it with us.
They don't love that one, do they?
Oh,
I told him
no.
not. I told because Jeff Haas contacted me about it, and I told him don't pick anything that you super love.
Wait,
Yeah,
who's coming on next week?
Braxton Cosby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They've been on once before, I think, like a year and a half
Yeah.
ago.
He's good. I like him.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
Don't-
Don't make him go first like you guys did to me. When I just said I love this movie, and then y'all are like, this is a terrible movie, Lori. And I was like, haha, I'm an
See,
ass.
I love this movie. I love this movie. I don't care that it's bad.
I love to hate it. It's one of those like, and I guess it's I chuckle when I have dark humor. You know what I mean? Because I chuckle in Path where I'm like, that's the star from like Prince's forehead is in the blood pool, right? So you guys, if I'm chuckling at you, it's because I think it's dark and humorous. But Lori does not watch movies. Yes, I do, Tom. I told you I watched it.
At least one movie.
before.
To be fair, Lori, it's happened to all of us. Like, if you could have seen like an animated video of me showing up for Clerks, like I was like marching all happy and like this is going to be a great day. Like I'm going to so many great things to say, and then I just got eviscerate it. Amanda famously looked at me and just goes, "What do you actually like about this movie?" And I fortunately was able to come up with like 3 things, and I was like, "That's enough." At the end. But we've all been put on the spot here. And then
Tom, if it came out before my kids were born, I've seen movies.
So true.
Right? After the kids were born, not so much.
Frozen.
Yeah, I've seen that lots.
Lots and lots.
Kids movies.
Have you
Seen
guys
a
ever
lot
done
of them.
Frozen on the show? Have we done Frozen before I was here?
Please
Oh,
don't.
No. No, but we could just talk about how shit it is, because I made notes of how much I think that fucking movie sucks. Like, if you put it on mute and just watch it, then it's pretty good. But that's about all you can say about it.
So hard. Those songs get stuck in your head. The damn Disney earworms. Even when you don't like it. Make it
I can even pick apart the songs. Like, the songs are pretty. But yeah, no,
yeah, there's a cutoff date. December 2013, and after that, I've seen no movies. Your kids watch Scarface?
Age.
Yep, that makes sense. Totally tracked.
Really?
Speaking of Disney, did anybody see the clip going around the internet about the Lion King opening and what that lyric actually means? Oh my God, it's a lion!
Oh my God, it's a lion.
So bad. Yeah, Disney did us dirty. I thought that was really profound or something. And
Do the Frozen where the people get stranded on the ski lift. That's a thing? Is that an actual movie? My husband watched.
Oh, it is. It's a
that's
horror movie.
terrible. My husband was trying to watch that. I don't know the name of the movie where the 2 chicks climb the radio tower and then they get stuck up there, and I was just like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, it's too tense for me.
I'm gonna throw up. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Do I
Learn
have
all kinds
to?
of stuff.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to watch that either. Nope. Iceman is a Frozen movie. Yeah, that's a terrible name for that too. I feel like that's a spoiler.
We could do the Disney movies and which mental health issue they're addressing.
And
Yeah.
Inside Out, the blanket one.
Yep.
God, there's a few movies I literally cannot watch Disney movies. There's a couple of them I cannot watch again because they are too fucking triggering to me. And Encanto is one.
Encanto gets so many people.
I've never seen it.
And literally
I love it.
half
Oh,
of it-
Fred,
love
you have to
Encanto.
see it.
Why? It's
yeah.
bad?
No, it's good.
It's
And
traumatizing.
listen to them.
Lin-Manuel Miranda did the music. Oh, it's got one of the best soundtracks.
Okay.
It's a beautiful movie. It's the story is coherent, which is usually my biggest gripe about a movie that we've seen. But I cannot watch it again because it's too triggering for me. It's a personal, 100% personal thing. I just can't watch it again.
When it came out, psychiatrists were asking kids, who do you most associate with in that movie?
Yep.
Because each of them were like,
Why?
As
Is
the-
it
It's about
Like-
intergenerational trauma, essentially, and how
Oh.
different generations try to deal with it. And that yeah.
But it works though. It's good.
Encanto's. It's pretty and it's well
also
done.
Lin-Manuel Miranda knocking it
It's
out
got
of the park.
Wait,
Soundtrack.
have you seen
Why?
Coco? Because that's my favorite. I love
Which
Coco.
one?
Coco.
I haven't seen Coco yet, but
Yeah,
told
Coco.
me I gotta watch it. And
That
yes,
was dark
great.
too.
Moana's great. I like Moana.
I'm listening to Pixar soundtracks for the next
Want
week.
the chicken. Okay. Want
Which
my
one?
own hey.
Right.
Hey, you know who did the voice for Hey Hey?
Yes, Ellen Tudyk.
Yeah!
Really?
Juilliard
Absolutely.
schooled Oscar-winning Alan Tudyk screams
Yup.
like chicken in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he created the Peacemaker dance too. That was him. They asked him to create the most ridiculous thing ever, and he came up with that, this thing.
No.
Yeah.
He's not even in. Is he in that movie? Or
I believe his wife or girlfriend was the choreographer, and she asked for his help to come up with something ridiculous because that's what James Gunn wanted, and that's Alan Tudyk's influence.
I was like, I don't remember him being in that ridiculous series.
No, but he's been in a lot of other Gunn stuff too.
Oh,
I
he's
think.
in everything.
Oh yeah, Resident
Absolutely.
Alien is. I like Resident Alien.
Firefly too. I mean,
Yeah, Firefly.
Yeah, I mean, obvious. Like I keep seeing the cast of Firefly teasing that they're gonna do like something,
bringing something.
and I'm like, no, sir, you cannot do that because you guys fucking killed Wash, and this show sucks without Wash. I'm sorry, it just
Well, did they kill him in the TV series though?
killed him in the movie.
I know they killed him in the movie. I saw the movie.
And the movie takes place after the show.
So they should just retcon it.
Or do something
They do that
before?
for Spider-Man.
he was buried alive. He just crawled out of it.
Just say the movie isn't canon.
That'll upset no one.
I like the movie actually.
Well, it's going to upset someone either way. If they're going to recast the movie and there's no Wash, then
yeah, if they're gonna do a reunion thing and there's no Wash, people are gonna be upset and sad. Also, the Ron Glass who played passed
dead.
away.
Yeah.
So, like even if he had, which they killed him in the movie too. He can't come back. They can't retcon him in because he passed away.
Alan Tudyk just walks onto the stage and be like, "I'm Wash's twin brother. Dry."
Someone needs to boot Brian off the show.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
No,
we should boot us all off the show. We've been both talking for an hour and a half now. Because
I like you people.
Yeah, this is fun.
I like.
I'm kind of disappointed that I got all hyped up about all these people talking about how many times if Laurie and I are on the show together. Matt Knowles was one of them. Said if Laurie and I are on a show together, that the world might end, and it still hasn't happened. And this is like what 6 or 7 shows now.
Don't joke.
We're just trying to keep you down. Nope.
I'm not disappointed about the no world ending. I'm more disappointed about the fact that you lied to me, Matt. You lied to me.
Well, we haven't checked the news in an hour and a half, so it is totally palpable.
I was like, there is enough
possible
going
that the
on
world
in the
is-
news. Where it might have happened.
So everything else fall apart, but look what I got.
Ooh, Dash Cooper's book. Oh, you got both. Very nice.
Very nice.
Well, today, thank you, Dash. I actually started reading Hell Comes to Texas.
Yeah.
I won't give it to Amanda, I promise.
Let me know if you're mad like I am at certain parts.
I will. He said in his opening, what's the opening part of the book called where he talks about it?
Log?
Yeah. Well, he said he got inspiration from Supernatural. He took a lot of inspiration from Supernatural.
Yeah.
I know that show is far from perfect.
I was going to say which parts. That's an important thing to know.
Well, he sees his main character as kind of like a Dean Winchester sarcastic bastard.
He doesn't say which part. I'm assuming the earlier part of the series, not the later part.
Yeah, no, there's definitely supernatural stuff, so you'll see some of that. And that's all I'm gonna say. But Dash and I see he sees Colt Windsor, and I see Jude St. Clair as very similar in demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
They're just sarcastic bastards in the way, right?
Nice. And so Dean, so that tracks.
Yeah,
I how come nobody's writing a Sam? And I was like, because Sam's a whiny baby, right? That's why
nobody wants to be Sam.
He's not as funny. Although a soulless Sam is extremely funny. If anybody's seen that far into the show, Sam without a soul,
no.
Terry.
I've never seen an episode of the show, to be honest.
Start with the anime.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't the anime.
Don't watch the anime.
There are some shows that are just they have 1 billion episodes that I don't even want to risk liking them. So,
I'll stay away from One Piece.
I feel like you'd have to get Sarah to tell you which season to stop watching, and then it might be okay. If you keep going, though, there's a
few episodes in each season, but for the most part, those all the later seasons. If you weren't already invested in the show, you're not gonna want to watch them. But that could be said of a lot of shows. Let's be real.
It's true, and if you're a completionist or not, do you have to collect all the Pokemon? Because if you do, then you're gonna sit through all the seasons. If not, then...
I watched all the seasons of Frasier even long after I stopped liking it, and I started to hate it, and I still did it because I had to finish it because my brain is broken, and if I don't finish it, then it haunts me until I do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tried watching the Star Wars or Star Trek cartoons. I found out I am not a completionist.
I've never even really gotten into Star Trek. I've seen an episode or two and the first movie, and that's it. I don't know if I would get it or not.
For which one?
Star Trek.
Yeah.
You started with the movies?
I started with the movie and episode 1 of the original series.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting way to do it.
At
Well,
the
if you
beginning?
don't know.
Isn't that the beginning?
The movie is not the beginning.
Yeah, no,
The TV series is the beginning, and it's older and campy. It depends on what you're going for with it. Like if you like for younger folk, it's probably better to start in like Next Generation. And then
I've heard that. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I wanted
The new
to.
stuff is almost separate.
although
Yeah.
to be fair, you have an appreciation for bad movies and campy, so you would actually probably be able to get into like doing Star Trek. Just watch the original series and see
And you'll really
what
be
you
able to
think about it.
appreciate the red
It's not
shirt.
that long, so
Red
Only
shirt.
3 seasons.
Well, I've heard all the red shirt memes. I love the memes where they put the red shirts against the stormtroopers, and
oh yeah,
Nobody dies. Amazing.
and
I
just
wanna see-
amazing costume.
Die of nothing.
I want a battle between like the stormtroopers and the cast of Cherry 2000. Like that would be.
Yeah. Hey, that metal magnet crane would come in handy. Just have a little clutch of them attached to it, hanging over the canyon.
that is easily the best part of the movie, and I will die on that hill. Okay, best part of the movie.
Nobody's trying to take you off that hill.
It's the one bullet that landed.
All right, so we'll see everybody next week.
Except for me, I won't be here,
Just
but I'll be
hate
with
us.
you in
Wanna come, you
spirit.
can, but yeah, we're not. We're talking about The Last Samurai, and I don't know. Amanda's never made anybody cry yet.
It's true.
I did
It's not a
chuckle to your
goal. It's not a
comments.
goal.
I mean, like
I
I
cried
feel
off
like
camera.
I feel like Fred's probably the closest we've gotten, but yeah, like you're here now, so like
He embraced the pain.
I was talking to myself for weeks. I was like, "You fucking putz! When you pick a black and white piece of shit for like that?"
Oh my god.
I really hated myself. I was like, "Man,
Stop it.
the Clerks is not, well, Amanda doesn't like Clerks, but like I think Clerks has good points, and I don't dislike it as a movie. And when the first time I watched it, I thought it was amazing.
Clerks doesn't even have I'll admit when I'm defeated, right? Clerks
the
doesn't
next
even have
one-
going for it like the same thing that like every other movie on the planet does, right? Like even if you pick like the worst piece of shit that came out of Hollywood, it was in focus and in color. Like Clerks doesn't have that. So
That's unfair. They made it with like $0.
I know.
$5, and black and white is not a deal breaker. There's a lot of good black and white older movies.
Oh, I know,
minus
right?
And hell,
I mean,
special
the
that's
sexism
the
and
Marvel,
racism and stuff.
the Marvel special,
werewolf one.
the werewolf one. Yeah, like that one was pretty good, and that was in black and white.
Well, I love black and white for
I like that.
what it is, but I mean,
Mhm.
that one was just not like a
It
stylistic
was
choice.
shot on Polaroid cameras. Just prints out and they slap it all together. Still
They're
live,
like doing like the flip book, just
yeah, that's it.
Scotch tape
Polaroid.
editing.
Flip book.
What I thought was fascinating is how the makeup for black and white and costumes and
Yeah,
set
that's
design
neat.
actually look in color. Fascinating.
It is.
it
It's
is.
funny.
Look
Like,
at
yeah,
the
it's like usually green or purple. It's like
yeah,
it looks
it's opposite.
ridiculous in color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Addams Family set. You
Yes.
see a color photo of that. It's garish.
Oh yeah.
So wild.
The
Yeah.
rainbows absolutely threw up in that room. And
Mhm.
It's like pink, green.
It's so cool. So
We're
cool.
still here.
Well, I personally cannot watch It's a Wonderful Life in color. It makes me sick. Like I'm
they
so
colorized
used to
it?
Why would
Oh, it's ugly. It's so fucking.
I mean,
I bet it-
yeah, it
think
would
that they
have
could
to
do
be.
it
Most of the
well.
colorized ones are kind of quasi.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks abysmal.
shit?
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
We're talking
Yeah.
about
Come back next week and watch us say nasty things about Tom Cruise. I'm definitely gonna say something
Oh yeah, there's a whole.
not even about the
Barrels.
character, about the guy, because like I'm so tired of Tom Cruise.
I don't know how he keeps getting cast into movies.
Yeah. Right. Like look what he did on Oprah, and like that would have canceled a woman if she would have done that. Anyway, let's not get into that shit.
That's for next week.
next week. Leave it up.
But for now, we're gonna go. Yeah, so come back next week and we're gonna rip the shit out of Samurai, I guess.
In the meantime, go follow Laurie on Path of the Pale Rider. Make sure
Yeah,
you get all the good stuff when
Yeah,
she's.
the pinned comments. Go check out the pinned comments, and because they're here, see the link is there. Go click the link, look at what's still available, buy some stuff, and then you'll get on the mailing list so that you can be notified to get hot sauce and like maybe a mug. You know, like she's got all kinds of cool stuff that you can only get if you're paying attention to the actual campaign as it just it's for real.
Good luck on those mugs.
People, hot sauce gummies.
Yeah, people shank each other in the comments over those mugs.
Yeah, so like for real, she's not even joking. Like it gets vicious. It gets vicious.
Yeah, they were vicious.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Coming, and everybody have a great rest of your evening, and come back next week, or we will find you. Bye.